Hello, back with episode 3 of this little bracket challenge. This episode we got Naya versus Bant. Over Naya, one with dinosaurs, Gishath, Sun's Avatar. And this deck just aims to ramp out the commander as soon as possible and just slam a bunch of dinos onto the board. Our first opponent, Cloud Midgar Mercenary, so mono white equipment deck. So my guess is they're probably just playing him on turn 2, turn 3, play Buster Sword, and then do whatever else they're gonna do. Just try to cast a bunch of free spells. We are probably, I don't know, this is gonna be too slow. Although we do go first. This is better mulligan. We'll do a surveil land first. Doesn't tap for mana by itself. I'm interested to see what else they would get besides the Buster Sword. Oh, or maybe they have each of the swords in there. Protection from red and green is pretty good. Is there any benefit to showing this? Yeah. So this turn they just play this, and then what? Next turn, coming up on 5 mana. Not quite 6, but if we top deck the land. But power of untapped. Search for something with 3 or less. Topiary Stomper could be good. Get another land. Yeah, none of these are really gonna do anything really nice. This. Probably another green. This next turn has the Gigantosaurus. Does not care about the sword, but we could immediately flip this. Oh, next turn, if we draw land, we can just do the tower. Well, we can play this as a land, and then play this, and equip. And that's pretty much it. That instead. Oh yeah, they do get another land drop this turn, don't they? So now they can do this. I don't know what that would really benefit them unless they have another equipment in their hand. But apparently it's a really tough decision for them to do. There we go. Tapped land, and that kind of sucks. We can play it. Just get this tally down. So they're gonna get a bunch of free stuff and a wrench. Interesting. Wonder why that's in this deck. Doesn't really seem like it does much, besides just give it +1/+1 and vigilance. Then I guess they could sack it and draw it if they needed to. This is pretty busted combo right here. Go get 8 mana spell. Oh, 2. We'll get 2 8-mana spells for free. What are you gonna cast from this game? That's just gonna totally ruin everything I could. Ossification, that's fine. If that's what they're casting with their Buster Sword, they don't have much in their hand. Arsenal, that's pretty good. Something good here. Get Trucking Connoisseur and a Stone Forge stick. I don't know if my deck does not. Second land. That's a Stomper at least. Mystic can block Cloud. If they journey to nowhere, it cannot. And that is the end of the game. If they dirtle, I'm just gonna scoop. Instead of just going for the kill. Alright. Tough first game, but what can you expect when they have a 2-mana commander? And it can search their entire library for any specific equipment that they want. And immediately getting into the next game against Momo, Friendly Flyer. I'm not exactly sure what he does. Each creature spell, or the first non-lemur creature spell with flying, costs 1 less. And then whenever a creature with flying enters, it's +1/+1. So they're trying to give flying things like cost reduction. It's pretty good. We got a bunch of ramp artifacts here. Potentially play some 3-mana right here. It becomes day and can't become night. Your opponents can't cast spells with mana value greater than the number of turns they have begun. So basically, ramp does not work. Great. It's not total mana value. So that would suck. Still go land, signet, talisman. Yeah. We just won't be able to use that. the player commander next turn if they didn't have this stupid angel that turns on. But it is what it is. They're just going for all the cost reduction. Pearl Medallion and Momo. What else I got? The Wind Crystal. Interesting. This raging sword. Topiary Stomper is pretty good. Fly. Are we just dead? 6, 10, 11. Yeah, we're just dead. Gotta love alchemy cards. So fair and balanced. But yeah, getting that on turn 2 also just sucks. But this deck tries not to care about what the opponent does, because usually they're not playing stacks pieces like that. But we've gone against mono white decks 2 times in a row. So we're just obviously not in it for a good time. Our next opponent, Aetherios Shroud Veiled. I imagine they're going to have a lot of removal as well. Probably in the cool one. Seems to be Cavalry. Glory Talisman to the Topiary Stomper. Take the land. Next turn. Forest Stomper. Spent 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Not quite, but we could have tallied for drawing untapped land. I don't know if that would be good enough. Or we could wait a turn, play this, put this in our hand, and then we could Gishath. Which is the whole point of the deck. Maybe one of these games we'll get to actually play our commander. Surveil on their turn. We'll get probably white-red. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Lost? Yeah, that's fine. If we draw another untapped land, we could actually just play Sakana. Although that would only leave us with 6. Restoration. So without the land, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can do that. So we could keep this. But do they have a removal spell for 2 mana? I mean, they just used that So either that's saying yes they do or no they don't. In any case, this is still a good card because they'll get more lands for the Zakama. Get us back into winning. Or we could just play the top. I feel like we should use the last down back. Integration. Potentially, if we draw an untapped land, play it Zakama into a tally. That'd be pretty good. Hellish Norn. Oh, that turns out both of us. So that's a problem. That's pretty annoying. Things aren't going to do anything. Might as well. And it's just going to get shuffled anyway. One of each. Let's get our last surveil land out of the deck. And have to activate that 3 times to kill it. It's kind of annoying. Is what it is. Maybe we can cast Gisha again and just get a bunch of dinosaurs and just overpower Hellish Norn. Well, they've got 2 mana up. How much you want to bet? It's a roll. Oh, it doesn't even trigger because of that. It's BS. They don't get anything. So they can block with the Hellish Norn, it dies, and then I don't get any dinosaurs. Or they don't block. And I choose to block. Okay. In that case, Hellish Norn is either coming back with a reanimation spell or something. Not a lot that they could really do here. I mean, they could probably reanimate Hellish Norn somehow. And then I just attack again. It's the same problem that they have. I mean... Now, Took a few games, but finally got the win. I don't think it should have been that difficult, but we played against 2 mono white decks in a row, and they just hate fun. Although I do think this game we got kind of lucky. It had 4 removal spells and a board wipe, and we just managed to not see any of it. What's in exile here? Guess we'll never know. Now we're moving on to Bant with Lagrella the Magpie versus Kevil the Downs. So they're going to be trying to mill a bunch of cards and then make them leave and make a bunch of zombies. We're just here to blink stuff. We're going to blink creatures over and over and over again. This hand is not nearly good enough. This is a lot better. And they're okay. I guess I took too long to decide if I wanted to keep my hand for them, because they're 12 years old and they have the attention span of nothing. Oh well. That does not count as a win, because that would just be ridiculous. Alright. Next matchup against Jetmir Nexus of Rebels. Oh god. So they're just going to be trying to make a bunch of tokens. I forgot how good of a token deck commander he is. If you have 9 or more creatures, things get +3, plus vigilance, trample, and double strike. That's insane. But I mean, has an answer to the commander, but he's also 4 mana. So this is probably his again. This looks better. Although we're not really doing anything. First few turns, we don't have a Surveil land or a Scry land or any of that. So, might come to bite us in the ass, but we'll just have to see. In any case, our commander could just be one of those enchantments that comes in and kills their creatures until it lose. This Weather Seed Treaty looks like we'll have.
I will prove my worth to my pride.
Hold up the interrupter. Or we could ramp. I like having the interrupter, especially when they just played a bomb like a Johnny on turn 2. Professional Phase Breaker. Yeah, let's just get rid of that, because we're just gonna grow and expand. We're gonna eat their cat token. I suppose I could have attacked first. That's alright. Now they don't have cat token for a jump. Yeah, face breakers. Strict Proctor. Remember a permanent. Wow, that's actually like so bad for our deck. Why do they have that in the deck? That's literally like the perfect counter. At least I can't have it till next turn, so. Flicker I even have for counter spells in this game? Do I have... I don't have a Force of Will. I don't have a Pact Negation. I don't even know. I could just solve for a Cloud Shift so if they try to play the Proctor again. Maybe an Essence Flux so I get to keep. Or it's not Spirit, so it wouldn't matter. Yeah, Cloud Shift seems good. Send it back to exile. Jet by himself with another creature. And Proctor can never ever hit the board. That's illegal. What we get, but doesn't get hit by this or the Proctor. And then this we'd have to roll a 10 or higher. I don't know if I want to leave it up to chance, because then it'll all just get countered by the Proctor anyway. So I guess we just weather seed. A little bit of ramping. Probably get a white source. And then just hope that they don't have something that makes a million tokens. Voice of Victory. That's pretty good. Be blocking the jet here. Swords of Plowshares. Hey, that's a good way to get rid of the Proctor. Let's do it. And then I can Flicker Wisp the Lagrella. Although I don't really know if there's a point in that. I can eat the voice, I suppose. Yeah. Event interrupted. Be good forever. Eat your voice. And the interrupter is a 4/4 blocker at the very least. Any creatures down here? Nope. Just gonna exile stuff. Exile. Oh, I only have one green source. I just realized that. Really? The face breaker. Oh, block your vehicle. I guess they could recast it with the treasure temple anyway. If I block this, Flicker Wisp back. It's worth it. Okay. can't handle when a guy actually has to think about plays. Although I suppose I complain about the same thing sometimes. But these episodes are going a lot shorter than I thought they would go. Bant moves on 1-3. And Naya goes to the losers bracket. So that'll be the end of this episode. This matchup. I would tell you what the next one is going to be, but where's the excitement in that?